Last time on the adventures through Deithrulia, our brave party of adventurers made their way through the forests of Wupikan, trying to take down a nefarious slave trade organization. However, after tracking them down to their destination and confronting the boss, turns out that the place that the leader of the faction of slave traders was working towards accidentally unveiled a great evil that was once sealed long ago. Now reawakened, who knows what it plans to do on this continent. But all that the party knows for certain is that it must be stopped, no matter what. So, you uncovered a great ancient evil, and it escaped. How y'all feeling?
Yeah.
Nick's feeling pretty good, I think. Are we supposed to be hearing some music, by the way? Because I am not.
Oh, I could have sworn I could have sworn I was sharing a screen.
You are, but I'm not hearing anything. How's everyone else?
I just turned down the volume a little bit. You might need to turn up the volume. I know sometimes if you join a Discord live stream, you just have to...
This might be a mute problem.
Yeah, you might just have to unmute the... Because sometimes when you join in, it's at half volume or just flat out muted.
I'm okay, and I'm still not hearing anything.
Huh. Strange.
I'm not getting anything.
Let me try...
my settings work. So
let me try restarting the screen share. Alright. And thank you for the raid, Butterfly. But yeah, let's get this music situation figured out super quickly.
I'm still not hearing it.
Is it muted on your side, Phil?
Definitely not. The chat can hear it.
Did they change the nitro stuff?
It
I
sucks
just
if
can't
they...
hear the stream currently.
Yeah, I'll just...
You can just post it in the music suggestions channel and we'll listen to it independently.
Okay, sounds good. But for now, this is just the intro music, so I don't need it. But for now,
Sure.
back to the topic at hand. Great evil has been unleashed. How y'all feeling?
Michael feels like he wasn't there, but he knows he was.
What are you talking about? You were always there, Wink.
Yup.
Sure.
It's a little hazy.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
What?
There's a spell in this book that is literally perfect for information security.
Very nice.
It's called, yeah, it basically is, it's, you and a number of willing creatures in an area around you have scrambled words. Like, your voice sounds scrambled to anyone who isn't under the effect of the spell. And anyone who tries to scry on you while the spell is active takes like 3d8 psychic.
Cool.
Honestly, that makes me think of a cryptomancer spell more than a D&D spell.
Very
Oh,
true.
dear.
But also, if anyone uses that spell, I'm totally gonna have them do Animal Crossing and/or Banjo-Kazooie sounds.
Gosh. Alright, well... Where were we? It's been a while.
Okay, so I
So-
am actually gonna take that that spell, by the way. How many
I
spell
figured you were
slots?
gonna do that the moment you said it.
Okay, I have 2 second-level spell slots. So that means I get this spell. Fun fact, the only way I can get overpowered aura is through the chaos system. I normally can't learn it.
Nice.
And once I hit 5th level, I unlock Chaos Shield, which is the single funniest spell because it's the best and worst at the same time.
Good.
You infuse the spells of those who dare attack you with randomness of pure chaos. The caster of the spell that triggers your reaction must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the spell goes wild, and caster must roll on Chaos Surge table.
Oh
Additionally,
no.
caster becomes glitched for 1 minute. While glitched, each time the caster casts a spell using a spell slot, there is a 50% chance that the spell goes wild. An affected caster can repeat its saving throw at the end of each turn, ending this effect on a success.
Welcome to Belling Wilds book. Anyways,
literally the best spell.
but yes, let's get back on topic. So you have just rested at a camp, and for the most part, people have just started to leave, make plans, figure out what they're gonna do. How about you guys?
Think Michael is going to take out his sending stone and try to get a hold of his adoptive father.
All right.
So I'd take the sending stone and like hold it up to my mouth and be like, "Hello, hello, who has the stone right now?"
And now we wait.
Scout Johnson
Hello?
reporting in. What's going on?
Are you guys able to get a message to my father? I don't think I'm cut out for this adventuring thing. I'd like to come home if that's okay.
I think that might have been a little over 25 words, but
It's a sending stone.
sending stones
Very
work.
true.
You hadn't told me there was a word limit on it.
Yeah, sending stones don't have a word limit.
Oh, I was thinking of something else then. My bad.
Are you thinking of
You're
the message?
thinking of the spell sending.
Oh yes, sorry.
So yeah, if you could communicate that message to my father, and maybe get me picked up and my friends back to like Verdun Hut.
Very well. We'll meet at the capital.
Okay.
Referring to
Aaronborn.
not Aaronborn, Terranpol.
Where's that on the map?
The closer spot.
Oh, okay. So, guys,
Yes.
we can't go back to the Elven City.
Why
And-
is that?
Well, remember how I was just sitting on my break when you guys all sat down at my table and I got dragged into this wild adventure?
Yeah,
Just
Last-
slightly.
just
Sure.
like we all did.
Going into that last fight, I am literally so scared I don't remember necessarily what happened. I kinda wanna go home and let you guys do your thing.
That is perfectly understandable.
Yes, that's
Like,
fair enough. I don't see an issue.
I wasn't
there.
really looking for the board, so the people said they'd meet us in Tarample and take me back. And I'm hoping they'll also take you guys back to Verdun Hut so you can go about your business again.
That would
I-
be ideal.
I know it may
Fair enough.
seem illogical, given that you're doing what makes sense, but I feel like I'm going to miss you a lot.
Miss you guys too. Like, those first couple of days were quite fun. I don't have the constitution for it though. I think my calling is to tell stories, not
Be the story.
be the stories. Yeah, so like, I will definitely sing of your guys' daring adventures, but like, it's about as close as I want to come to them.
Well, maybe keep an eye on the news and you'll hear more about him.
Yeah. And, like, if you guys are ever passing through Verdanha again after this, like, you can always stop by and say hello. That's where I perform all the time. It's kind of my tavern. Well, like, my tavern in the sense I perform there. I don't own it, but I'm pretty close with the tavern owner. But I need to spend some time at home and catch up with mom and pop.
Sounds fair to me. Everybody else?
That sounds agreeable.
Yeah, this sounds fine.
Do we head out then? One last trek?
All right.
One last trek then.
Everyone, it's time to make some traversal rolls.
All right.
Do we
I'll
remember how
get
to do
the,
these?
I will guidance the group.
Sounds
guidance
good.
the group. Let's go.
Let
I'll
me-
do a nature check.
Hold up
To,
my other character sheet.
All right.
I'll do a nature check with the natural explorer.
Sounds good.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
but 1 second. Let me roll my 2d4s for my spells today.
Oh yeah.
So that is a 2. So I have Hellish Rebuke and Overpowered Aura.
Ah,
Um,
anyways, nature check. Anyone want to give me advantage? Yes or no?
I know you're definitely getting guidance for certain.
Mm-hmm.
I'd help more if I could, but I can't.
I
So
can't
it's
help anymore because I have to do one of the other checks.
Right.
I'll end up making my normal investigation check just to like look for like broken twigs and stuff.
And I'll be
Sounds
rolling
good.
it this. So a nature check here.
And then plus a d4 from guidance.
Plus a d4. Plus another 4 because that modifier is doubled. So that's 9 plus 3 plus 4, which is 16.
Wait, where's the plus 4 coming from?
My natural explorer, favorite terrain type, which
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah,
4th. Proficiency
Understood.
bonus is doubled.
that would
Understood.
be +6 actually, no?
Why plus 6?
Because
Because,
you have
level
+3
fi-
proficiency bonus. Now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
I'd-
are you
wait.
right? This is level
Yeah.
5, proficiency is a +3 bonus.
All right. So yeah, you definitely succeed your nature check, Barrow.
well, since I never planned on leveling past this, let me get the right stats for this roll.
It's all good. Just
We can
make the
just add
roll,
one on
and
it.
you can just make the roll, and we'll adjust it on the fly.
I got it.
25. Yeah, that investigation definitely works.
And do we need one more?
Yeah, I'd say that we have two people who
15 and a
haven't made
25.
made a check if they want to try anything.
Nah, I've got no skills for this, as usual.
Your action was guidance. I was talking about Percival and
Butterfly?
Butterfly.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know Butterfly usually likes to make an animal.
Butterfly
handling
usually
check.
did animal handling, yeah. Animal handling.
Butterfly, you are muted just as a heads up.
Yeah,
Ah, sorry.
there we go.
Hi.
Hi.
So
Um,
we making skill checks.
Computer's being dumb. So,
Oops.
yeah. Animal handling. Did go. Yes, go. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't mind me.
Are you on your phone or your computer for?
I'm on my
Yeah.
phone for this
So
because my
if-
computer's really sucky right now.
So when you're on your phone, there's going to be a little box kind of towards the top that has like the squares in it that says ability saves and senses.
Uh-huh.
You're going to want to click on that.
Okay.
And then I believe if I can get my phone to go, it's going to say skills. You'll click on skills, and then it'll have a list of your.
Yep, see it.
skill.
I see it. I rolled a 15.
And then somebody roll a d4 for butterfly since phone.
I think I could do this on the phone too. Yeah,
Give it a
I
shot.
can.
Roll D4.
A d4. There you go. I rolled a 4.
All right.
19.
Yo,
wait,
guys,
am I not-
coming in
I'm not seeing it on
huge.
the
Oh,
si-
because I guess
I
because
think
it's on
it's
the
a
phone,
campaign log,
probably.
yeah.
On the phone, so it's in our log.
Got it.
I can screenshot it if you need.
Nah, I trust. I trust.
Well, we can also.
I
all
would
see
never.
All right. So
All
for
the
now,
players
I'd
can
say
see
that
it well.
I would say that's more than enough to make it to the capital. So let's start moving. Map your trek.
I think we just probably want to
Yeah, straight line.
go straight line
Straight line, baby.
like this. We didn't travel that far before the dungeon.
Yeah. Plus, this was a long rest before the traveling.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
All right. And now the party makes a quick stop at the capital of Terranpol. And just as before, it's lively as usual. And maybe even a little more so than it was originally. Now that
I think Michael is in human form. Before we go in the city gates, could he duck behind the bush and turn back into Rowan?
yeah,
Because the guards of Ironborn don't know Michael, they know Rowan.
yeah.
Cool.
Well, this is
Thank you.
Terranpol, not Aaronborn.
But
Oh yeah,
the
they're picking
people I'm meeting
yeah.
up with won't
Yeah.
recognize me.
Yes. While in the capital, would you like to do anything while you wait for the pickup to arrive? It is the capital of the continent.
Hmm.
Wait, the capital of the continent? I thought it was just the
Yeah.
capital of the Elvish people.
No, the
so
capital of
Ironborn's
Elvish.
the capital
Aaron,
of
yeah,
Oh yeah.
elves. This is Terranpol.
yeah.
Um,
Aaronborn's down here, which is a much longer trip than it is the distance from your camp to the capital.
Slightly.
well,
Slightly.
guys, it seemed like this plot was a lot bigger. You might be able to gather some intel in a city this big.
Or some supplies, even. That also could work.
I'm. I need to think on this.
All right.
Yeah, I think as kind of the day goes on, I'll spend the day looking for either an apothecary or a scribe of some sort to find either maybe a spell scroll place or a potion place.
All right.
I think that's both within budget for me at least a little bit right now.
Yep. Feel free to roll investigation.
Can I do it with a persuasion, as I am actively asking people rather than more so investigating myself?
I'll allow it.
Makes sense.
All right. So you managed to
yeah.
find both an apothecary and what was the second one called?
Scribe.
You managed to find both apothecary and a scribe place.
So I'll just see if they have any useful scrolls or any potions. Probably mostly just potions of healings. See if they have any in
Alright.
stock.
All right. So you're just the potion shop that you find is just your general run-of-the-mill apothecary. They have most common potions and a few rarer ones.
Yeah. We'll just. Yeah.
And considering the size of the town, it is very verdant with get it, with stock and some diversity. So you're free to get
Nice.
multiple copies of whatever kind of potion you want, outside of a few limitations.
So probably just the more common stuff, though.
Mostly common stuff, though. That's the stuff that's like lined on the shelves as if you're in a Bed Bath and Beyond that has way too many of each product.
Yeah, I'll probably just get. Let's see, potion of healings are about 20 or 20. Sorry, they're about 50 per pop, right?
About. I can double check that.
Pretty sure that's the case. But yeah, I'll just pick 2 of those up pretty easily then, I think. Nothing too fancy, just a little bit of emergency
But yeah, they are 50 a pop.
emergency healing.
Greater are greater are 100, and they have a few of them. And you feel like you might be able to find a superior healing one for 500.
Well, I don't quite have 500 yet, so we're gonna have to go with probably just 2 commons.
All right. Just 2 potions of healing.
Yeah,
That'll be 100 gold.
can do.
Thank you very much.
Add that to the bag of holding. 2 of them. Yep. And then as far as the scribe place. They have anything fun in Stellar, or just basic run-of-the-mill spells?
Mostly common spells of like first level spells, some second, a few third, and then a sparse selection of higher ranking spells.
Yeah. I'll take. Do they have any shield spell scrolls? Because that can never go wrong. That's first level spell. Fairly common, I'd assume.
Yeah, I'd say they could definitely have a shield scroll.
Yeah, how much would those be?
Looking it up real quick. I am very prepared for this session, chat.
Yes. Well, you asked if we wanted to go shopping, so I figured
True.
might
I
as
was just
well.
like, I wasn't thinking you would want to go buy. Yeah, I'd say it's like for a shield scroll, since that'd probably be a popular scroll, it'd be about 75 gold a pop.
I don't think I'm gonna bite on that, actually. Sorry.
Understandable. Wish I could go lower, but just they fly off the shelves.
Oh yeah, I can see why. Toodles. And I'll head out.
Oh, before you go though, I've been hearing word of this place all the way on another continent, over on New Nala. Apparently, there's this weird dungeon that has just. I've heard 1,000,001 stories about them, and not one story is the exact same as another. And I've been getting a lot of people claiming they've been coming from this dungeon, reaping a bunch of scrolls that they have no use for, and selling them to me. Helps drum up business, but it's quite peculiar hearing how so many people have such different tales on this one place.
Odd. I see it picked me up as an adventurer. I guess I need to work on my, I guess I need to work on that. Be a bit more unassuming. Anyway,
I mean,
I'll see you around.
It's nothing too bad to be assumed to be an adventurer, but have a good one.
I'll head out.
Alright, anything else? Or is everyone ready to press on?
I'd like. Would it be possible for me to get a book and charcoal pencil?
Oh, yeah, you could most certainly get that at a convenience store kind of locale with pretty easily.
So like, I'm basically just getting a journal.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
It'd probably be like only a few copper for that. Maybe a
Okay,
silver.
how many copper?
Let's see. 5 copper for a book and pencil.
Okay.
You now have a journal.
Now,
And-
clearly, the meta involves converting all of this to Electrum next.
Michael's probably just been hiding out, working on the thing you said he could do as
Yep,
a parting gift.
Correct. You managed, and what is going to skip all the hoopla and rolls, you managed to extract the relic fragment from your cloak.
Cool.
It
he'll
diminishes
probably-
back to the way it looked before, if not a little more tattered and bruised.
And then he'll probably just be like looking out for the Elven Guard.
Alright, and if everyone has done everything they wish to do, it'll be at this moment where and you'll see 2 scouts come towards you, Michael.
Why, hello there. You guys are slacking today. Saw you from quite a distance off.
Our apologies. They give a little bow. For now, the king thinks that it'd be best that you return their sending stone to them, and he hands you the sending stone. So go find them
Okay.
and return the stones, and then we will be on our way.
Wasn't the other half of that some of you would be taking them to Verdun Hut since
Of
it's...
course, that one of us will be
Okay.
taking you back, and the other will be escorting them to Verdun Hut.
Wonderful. I will go find them.
Excellent. All right, and then Michael, you will eventually find at least one member of the group, if not everyone together.
Okay, do you need me to roll any checks, or...
Just roll a random d20 and we'll see who you find.
Just a flat d20? Okay.
Yep.
19.
You managed to find the entire group together.
Well, hey guys and gals.
Yep.
The
It's like you're
Elven
headed out.
Guard is here, but I do have a gift for you guys before I leave. I was working on it all day. I reach into my pack and pull out the relic fragment. I do not think I will be needing this, and if what Janelle says is true, you guys need this more than I do.
Right, yes.
Janelle does have really, really good instructions on how to infuse it in something, and if you find another relic, I'm sure she can walk you through how to take it out. But, first of all, after that last dungeon, I might recommend you not touching it. Your magic seems to be a little chaotic. And this is very delicate, strong arcana.
I'm sure we'll get something figured out.
Yep. I need you
Maybe
guys to come back with me, and the guards can take you guys to Verdun Hut, and you can get off the continent if you want.
And
Yeah,
as you say that, just when one of the two scouts who just appears by your side.
Goodness. Oh, you guys really took what I said to heart.
Of course.
You scared me there. Well, I am ready to go back. I have made my farewells, and it is time for me.
I'm not the scout, but did you give him the sending stones?
Oops. Sorry, guys. I also have some sending stones for you. Almost forgot about those. I was overcome with emotion. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yes, that makes sense.
But I'll be
Who among us
returning to
wants to have
Garden
them?
Hut in a few weeks, probably. And if you guys ever pass through, just stop by and say hello.
Yeah.
I might not look like myself, but I will definitely let you know in secret that it's me.
All right.
Well, I guess this is where I say farewell, guys.
It was nice traveling with you.
Nice traveling with you too.
And
And then I just
so
turn to the guard and say, I guess it's time to go. Let's be on our way.
he'll nod and he'll point over to where another guard and the other scout was hiding, and and then Michael was on his way back home. And then the other scout, as soon as he sees that Michael's with the other scout, he'll just turn to your group and say, "Shall we depart?"
I don't see why not.
All
Me
right.
neither.
Yeah.
And
I hear
so
a tale of a place kind of far away. That sounds like it might be very weird and magical. That might be both profitable, interesting, and further our goals with these amulet things.
Well, would do us just some favors to at least check it out. What do you hear about it, anyways?
That it shifts and changes constantly, and no two stories from it are the same.
Joy.
Huh. That's concerning.
Slightly, but we'll make it through.
That'll make for a good story, as I say.
my sincerest apologies, but please converse between yourselves, as I need to go check on the pups real quick.
Okay.
But what are we to expect if we don't know anything?
Anything, I suppose. I mean, people have been coming back from it, so how
Eh,
bad can it really be?
Oh, by the way, I believe I've learned some new magic. If we ever have a point in time where we need to be absolutely certain that nobody but us can hear what we are saying, I can scramble our voices to everyone else.
That's pretty useful.
nice.
Information security is important after all.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
I'm pretty sure that it even messes with people who would attempt to scry on us. So if we ever become if we ever become an organization that has enough notoriety that people would attempt to scry on us, I can give them all kinds of trouble, in the sense that I can make their efforts fruitless and even make it so their efforts hurt them in the process.
Well said. I'm back.
That's quite a terribly good spell you got there.
Yes.
Yeah, it only lasts an hour though, unless I were to get strong enough to sustain it for longer.
Still, an hour's a long time.
Oh yeah, being able to have a private conversation for an hour is huge.
If not suspicious, a little bit.
What? Yeah, some people might grow suspicious of you if you cast it in public, but it's better than them knowing what you're saying. If it's something that you absolutely have to let, like, say there was like some sort of raid on a city and we wanted to warn the town guard and we don't know if there's spies around, we could do so safely.
All right.
Very true. Yeah. Carry on.
It'll be at this point where your party will reach a little clearing. You can place yourselves at the bottom, middle bottomish, around here at this point.
Okay.
Hey, is that the people we're following?
Yeah, this is the scout.
Butterfly.
Butterfly, your token.
Butterfly?
Butterfly, you there?
Oh, I wonder if it's the computer
Issue,
thing
maybe.
again, but Butterfly, you are still muted, but do you need somebody to place your token for you?
Yeah, I did it for her. There we go. So it'll be around this point. We're just he'll hold up an arm and we'll say
Hello, I'm sorry. I had to go do something, but I'm back.
welcome back.
I hope I didn't miss anything too crazy.
Nah, just some conversation.
Oh, okay.
So he'll basically just trying to just look around the sky, trying to notice if anything is out of the ordinary. When all of a sudden, he'll say, "Get back!" as a giant bird just swoops down and looks rather hungry.
Joy, 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 joy.
Get ready for combat.
All right.
Okay. Let me get us some music for that.
Yes.
We have to fight a bird?
Yep.
That
Not
looks
just
Oh
any
god,
bird.
this feels like
great
it's gonna be
owl,
a
right?
What's that?
That kind of looks. Is that supposed to be like a giant owl or a griffin?
It's just a very massive bird.
Okay.
It's a rock, guys.
It's a rock. That's not just a rock.
It's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
I'm actually going off a character. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Wait, you didn't add my initiative modifier?
Oh wait, I need a. There we
Ooh,
go.
initiative, yeah.
I think you might need to edit mine.
I think you can also edit it.
I don't know if mine's gonna work on a phone, but I'm gonna try.
It won't move it
It
in,
won't.
but
It won't let me edit it. Oh yeah,
Huh.
here we go.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure out where to find it on a phone. Fudge.
I'll
It's-
roll initiative for you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Best
there we
DM
go.
ever.
it
Wait,
should just be at the
I'll-
top of your regular screen.
I don't know why I rolled it twice.
I don't even see it on the phone. That's weird.
All right. Yeah. Initiative.
Oh, now I
Yes.
see it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a smaller square up towards the top.
Okay, that's a natural 20 on an initiative.
Ooh.
Dang.
Nice. And now let's sort it.
Does someone get a 1?
I don't know why, but I rolled you twice.
That's fine.
All right, and now open the game, Percival.
All right. So step 1.
Are you gonna put the guard in the initiative?
Oh wait, I forgot to do that. You're right.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me double check the
He rolled low.
Control F aura.
Very fitting that he is the slowest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, self 30-foot radius sphere. Up to 10 creatures of choice. Okay. I am going to, basically just stride up here, and I'm going to cast Overpowered Aura using a 2nd level spell slot. Now I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for the bird
All right.
against a DC of 14.
All right. A DC of 14, and it's int, right?
Yeah.
Very fail.
Okay, it's frightened of me until the end of my next turn. And I can use a bonus action to keep it frightened by making charisma intimidation checks against each affected target's wisdom or intelligence investigation. So insight or investigation, contested checks, basically.
All right.
That's pretty nice.
Up next is Butterfly.
Oh
Is the
wait, I
guardian
just
enemy? I'm
I
wondering.
just realized. Never mind. It has material components of a silver metal worth at least 15 GP. I can't actually cast that.
Oops.
I didn't realize that. That's my bad. I'll cast Hex instead, and then cast Eldritch Blast. That's entirely my bad.
All right.
So Hex, let's say Strength is the thing that it's gonna suck at, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. So does a 12 hit?
12 will probably not hit. Let me double check. No, it does
There's
not.
a beast, but yeah.
It's fine. I do have to check the D100 for Chaos Surge. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We Gucci.
You're level 5 now as well.
We aren't exploding today.
Yet.
Okay.
Also, did that just roll the damage for Eldritch Blast, not to hit?
Oh wait.
Yeah, that's just
yeah,
the damage.
Yeah. You just try again with an actual roll to hit.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's just the damage of Eldritch Blast. That's...
Like, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright.
I assume that's one hit.
Yep. That's one hit.
I'd be concerned if this thing had 25 AC.
Yeah, yeah, no. I would not be giving you something that crazy.
Yet.
As a random encounter, can you imagine?
Alright, so it takes the blast of 5 damage. And then... is that all, Mr. Percival? Yes, no, maybe so?
Hope so.
Alright, in that case, Butterfly!
As I said, the guard is a friend or foe? Just wondering.
Friend.
Friend.
Guard is a friend.
Big friend.
Oh, he's a
Good friend.
So we're just focused on the bird then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will say I'm gonna try to do a sneaky on it. I'm gonna try to make it choose between approaching us or attacking us.
I do have a crossbow. Don't
I mean,
ask
if-
how.
I mean,
don't
effective
have-
damage is not a thing in this game, I don't think. Well, in most cases.
I don't know. How does a fairy have a bow?
Maybe you have like a little
It's like
tiny
it's like
bow.
it's a
It's not
tiny
like
little
a tiny
like
little bow.
kind of like cobbled together out of household items or whatever.
Due to the way volume and mass and weight interact, you actually could have a fairly large bow for your size.
Don't mind my size. Okay. Why can't
I
I
am-
move my token?
Oh, that's because I placed it for you, and apparently it does not like it when I place the token for you.
Ah. I wanted to move my token, but
Alright,
okay,
how
that's
about
fine.
you try placing your token?
Yeah, let me see if my computer would stop acting up.
Yep, you just gotta drag it in.
Oh
There
my
we
god,
go.
that is... There it is.
Giant.
Oh, she has to become tiny. There she
Brum,
is. Okay, so I'm allowed to move, right?
Yes.
I want to move. Oh my gosh, computer. Okay, I want to move here.
Alright.
And then, for the first time ever, I would like to use my crossbow.
Alright.
For the first time ever. I'm probably going to miss my shot somehow.
Sounds good.
So, I have to hit this first, right? Okay, so I rolled.
Roll the hit.
It says 8.
That will miss.
God dang it.
And that's all?
Yes, please.
Alright. Oops,
Oh,
wait,
her
actually,
initiative
let's
got deleted,
wait,
yeah.
Yeah.
Right click, add turn. Yeah, there you go. It was 18, I believe.
Yep.
Oh yeah, since phone.
And now back to the actual Barrow.
You know, the guy who's supposed to be fast.
Sometimes.
All right. Sometimes.
Yep.
Do. Well, with 40 feet of movement, I think I know what to do. Swing my
Alright.
swords, baby.
40 feet of movement?
Yeah, that is
Yes,
how.
sir.
Is that a dread ambusher type thing?
Yep.
And we attacking, boys.
We attacking, boys.
So this is for the first hit. Technically, I get to, yeah. But this is for the first regular hit.
Alright.
20 to hit.
Sounds good.
All right, max damage. Let's go. 10 damage. This is going to be for the dread ambusher hit. 24 to hit.
Alright, that'll hit.
All right, 1d8 added. So let's roll that real quick.
Good hits, good hits.
That's max and a d8, so that's 16 additional damage. And then this is for the This is for the bonus attack that I get because of the.
First turn combat.
Yep. Or no. I just rolled that one. This one is
Okay.
the other one
Extra
for
attack?
being. This is the extra attack. Yep.
Dang, this man going crazy.
19 to
That'll
hit.
hit. That'll hit.
And that is 6 more damage, and now a bonus action hit. Nat 1. Man.
The luck was bound to expire eventually.
Eventually. But I did like
Indeed.
damage. Did
You
some
did
damage.
damage.
there. What is that? 10 plus 16 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 32 points of damage.
Yeah, that it's bloodied now.
Hi guys.
Oh, ain't that nice?
Pink. Alright, Nick West.
Alright, well, slight change in plans then. It's on the ground, right?
It's it's at ground level, but it's flying just above the ground.
Is it within 5 feet of the ground?
Yes.
That's a web then. Alright, let's get that 20-foot cube. Oh, don't want that. There we go. It's so weird on Hex.
Yeah.
I'm just
It
gonna
so
do it
is.
as a circle, because that makes more sense. Oh,
Hold on, you're not gonna hit me, are you?
He's
no.
trying not. There we go.
That's what I'm gonna. We'll call
Web.
that a circle
I mean, that is the definition of a
or
circle.
a square. I mean, because it's a cube,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
it's hexes, so it's weird.
So it's close enough.
Yeah. So that's the web. It needs to give me a dex saving throw, por favor.
Hacha! And that'll be a total of 16.
That's exactly a success, so I'm gonna use my first silvery barbs from Fey Touch this time.
Oh no.
Even better
So-
success.
That's a shame. Pharaoh, go ahead and swing.
Yay! I get to swing again.
Oh wait. Yeah. All right. Make a
Dang,
swing.
that's a 9 to hit.
Animus. And
enjoy
now
it.
it's the bird's turn, right?
I'll just move up to the group to, you know.
All right. It'll fly. Also has flyby, so it will not provoke an opportunity attack. And it's going to claw at the scout. With this just kind of frenzied, almost frenzied look in its eye, it tries to attack with its it'll try to attack with its rending talons.
Miss.
And with that miss, is going to try to hit again, but this time with its beak.
Miss.
Well, it's done all it can do. And now the scout is going to just try to take a double swing at it. One will miss and one will hit. And it'll take a total of 5 damage. Alright, top of the order once I get back. Sorry, I'm home alone. I need to keep eye on the pups.
It is alright.
Home Alone.
Does anybody know why we're using hexes versus squares?
This was just determined. Way back early. Before even we started streaming the first route, or
I
the
think
first
Will
day
just
of
likes
Deithrulia.
hexes more. I'm glad
That
it
too.
stayed in my web.
Well, there's an
Also-
answer for you, Comrosy. Will just likes hexes more.
It is a little confusing for AoEs. Cause like... Yeah. It's like technically... That's a web.
You do lose some area when you use the circle for sure.
Yeah. I was doing this, but also I want it to be on corners because that's how it's supposed to go. 'Cause technically this isn't affecting all of those. So hold on, let me try again. Oh. That's not right.
I will say I think the hexes are more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion.
Why is that so cursed?
Very cursed.
There we go. That's what web really looks like on a grid.
Yes, sir.
What is the box for?
That is my spell. I am making it entangled in a web. If it rolls below.
Oh, so you're like a spider almost? You just have like it in a web.
Well, I'll just like conjure the web with magic, right? It's not like I'm Spider-Man.
It must be hard to make these maps though. Like, I feel like D&D is like a hard thing to make.
It can be. I don't know if this map's particularly difficult, but you know.
Also, hi chat. This is us out of character for a second.
Yes.
Out of character. No.
Out of
There.
Oh, it couldn't be me.
Don't
It
you know in
couldn't be
D&D you
me.
never go out of character ever?
It couldn't
Just like
be
in the
me.
TV shows.
They could never go out of character. They always have to stay in character forever.
Nuh-uh.
What the? You mean nah? Oh, and then we lost.
Welcome back.
And then we gained someone.
I'm back. Alright,
Hello.
so
Yeah, me
now
too.
Percival can do his thing.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I accidentally unplugged my mic a little bit.
Uh-oh.
A little.
just a little bit. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at first level. First, I
Cool.
gotta
Yeah,
roll on the
missile.
Chaos Surge table to see if it explodes. It doesn't explode.
Yippee.
1, 2, 3, plus 3, so that is 11 damage.
Why do I want to see him explode?
Oh, believe me, there is actually a chance that I will cast 5th level Fireball on myself every time that I cast.
That is
I am
terrifying.
not joking.
I will move away from you next turn, I think.
I can
I
literally
think that would
cast.
be my option.
In character,
I
you
can-
don't know that.
That's fine.
Yeah, of course, but like, I can also cast Cloud Kill on myself on accident.
Whoops.
Okay,
Anyways,
that's fine. I'm resistant to poison. That's all right.
anywho, are you done with your turn, Percival?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat an opportunity attack. That's just gonna
Butterfly.
be bad.
Okay, should we try this again? You and me, Birdie. I shall use my crossbow on the... When did I start sounding like that? Oh gosh.
You're right next. You are adjacent to the target, so it'll be
Just
with
a death
disadvantage
dodge.
if you tried to use the crossbow.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
within bonking range.
Did I try to inflict wounds then?
You can definitely try to give this man the good old-fashioned.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Vibe check.
I think he means inflict wounds.
Yes.
Oh. So, I would like to inflict the wounds on this bird.
All right. Roll
Do
the hit.
it.
I'm gonna roll. It says 25.
All right, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Rolling. 7.
All right, 7 damage. It is very much not doing good.
Oh god. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, now it's your turn, Barrow.
Yay! Alright. It's time. 5, 10, 15.
Use within
More
walking
attacks.
distance. More attacks.
21 to hit. I'm gonna assume that hits.
Yep.
6 damage. And an extra attack.
Yep, and
11 to hit.
that'll miss. But you do have advantage because of flanking.
I do have advantage. You're
So
right.
we'll just say the 11
That's
was
the
the
wrong-
second roll for the first attack.
That's the wrong damage. That's the wrong die.
That's the wrong point.
Yes, sir.
It cuts a line through.
All right, with advantage.
And if it cuts a... Oh, wrong one. And if it cuts
20.
a
That's
line
a nat
through...
20. That's a nat 20.
Alright! How would you like to finish this?
Just want to stab it through the heart. Nice and humane way of putting it out.
And with a... And with what almost sounds like a scared screech, it... falls into the webbing. And
Man.
is out.
Wow, I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that anymore. That was kind of scary.
What do you mean deal with that anymore?
You
They
know?
sheath my swords.
It's it's dead. Like we don't have to worry about fighting it anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
If there's
Well,
the
does it-
existence of one, that means that there's an existence of many.
Yeah,
Well,
that's all. Like,
regardless, I'm
The
glad
scout
you don't
kind
have to
of-
fight Barrow as well.
The scout's kind of just dusting itself off, and it's just, you know, that was the second time your group has saved me.
You're welcome.
The first was from that group. And I'm thankful for that.
Do our best. I am going to go for the talons. I want to.
All right.
I want to harvest the talons.
Feel free to roll to try to harvest. Oh, by
What would
the
that
way,
be? A survival?
and it, T-Dos, do you know if that would be a survival check to try to get the talons? I feel like it would be survival, but I also feel like it'd be something else.
How I always do it is I do, let's see, a nature check to discern what it is, and then a medicine check to actually harvest it.
Hmm.
Check. Ooh.
I mean, that does make sense considering the fact that you're trying
like-
to get the talons without damaging them. Or
But basically,
the-
the better you do on the nature check, the lower the CR for the medicine check is how I run it.
Ooh.
all right, we'll go with Dean's rule because T-Dos says the official rules is that there are no rules,
Very true.
and that's
True.
duh.
Anyways, it's gonna be this roll plus 4
Yep.
And a guidance.
and a guidance, so another D4. So I'm looking at 19.
All right, you're
Man,
for
I
the
love
medi-
being
for
in
the
a
medi-
forest.
for which check?
Well, you gotta tell me what it is. Is it a rock like I predict, like I
Yes,
interpreted?
this is
or-
most certainly. This is most certainly. Let me double check the notes. A dire bird of prey. So it's like just
Dire
a
bird.
massive hawk kind of thing, not a raptor. Just it's a it's a regular bird of prey like a hawk or eagle, but just
Just
very very
Ooh.
big.
very big, which means very old.
Yes.
I want its talons. Maybe its beak, but most likely its talons. Anyways,
Alright.
this is going to be a medicine check plus 1d4.
Yep.
Haha. So that's 6 plus 1 is 7 plus a d4.
And this first check was for which body part?
Talons. So that is
Oh.
going to be a 10.
All right. So
11.
Oh wait, no, sorry, 11.
for the first few talons, you seem to like do it wrong, and they kind of just break and fall apart. However, you seem to manage it by the end, and you manage to get yourself 2 talons.
Yeah. I'll take it.
And if you want to try for the beak, you can do one more medicine check.
I would love to try for the beak. And then eventually some feathers too. They'd do well for some nice fletchings.
Yep.
So that's this roll plus 1. So that's a 16, 17 plus a d4 plus another one. So that's 18.
Mm-hmm. All right. That you're able to get the beak.
Yeah, I got the beak. And now some feathers. Just a handful because I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to take
Also,
up too much
quick
time.
question: who was it that received all the items from Michael?
I've marked them all
Assuming
down.
Dean.
Got it.
I have the Sending Stones. I have the Relic Fragment.
Got it. Well, in that case, he'll walk over to you and just be like, "Also, just out of curiosity, when my master was saying when the young master was saying goodbye to you all, he handed something off to you. Do you mind telling me what that was?"
I am a
Just
little
some parting
preoccupied to answer
gifts.
that.
He's not talking to the harvester. He's talking to the
Nick.
Nick.
Oh, just some parting gifts, nothing too important.
Really now, because just making sure that the young master isn't doing anything reckless now. So, would you mind telling me?
Oh no, nothing of the sort. It's nothing for you to worry about. And Nick's just kind of trying to basically play it off as like not non-important.
We had given him a party. We had given him a gift. It was some armor, I believe, and he just wanted to give it back.
So, it was a set of armor, and something so small.
Yes. He had folded it quite precariously, as you can tell. It's one of those like really flexible leather armors. I don't know.
You know how magic is.
I see. Well, I simply find that a little hard to believe. Do you mind showing me?
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
Yes.
Alright. 22.
Nice.
Oh, he knows exactly what he gave you. He knows darn well, and you know he knows. Additionally, he seems somewhat different than he was in town.
Boy. Man, I just wanted to harvest a rock.
Well, time to solve my problems the same way I solve all of my problems.
Mr. Investigative Journalist, what are you going to do?
With manipulation. I would like to cast suggestion on him and be like, it appears something more is going on than you're letting on. Why don't you drop this and let us know the full details of what exactly you're hiding from us.
All right. And you're using the spell Suggestion? What's the DC on that?
DC 16.
Hacha! And it'll be at this point where he just goes completely silent. Unnaturally kind of just tilts his head at you. And
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
give me the stone!
Yep, there it is. Now I did tell him to drop this as well. With the suggestion.
Drop what?
Drop this course of questioning and trying to get it from us.
Well, he kind of just get it.
He drops it for physical suggestions.
He
Correct.
dropped it for half a second, but he got a new command.
Yep. And now he is going to take a
Fair
jab
enough.
at you.
Alright.
And that'll miss.
Okay.
And
Back
top
in
of the order.
initiative.
Top of the order.
Top of the
Alright,
order.
right. We're using same order. Okay, I didn't realize
Yep.
we weren't re-rolling. So this is the scout, yes.
Yes.
The person
Yeah.
who was
I was like, didn't
Okay.
answer my question.
so I guess magic missile. Hata. D100 go. No, we don't explode today.
Yay.
Okay, really bad damage rolls today. Wow, 8 damage.
Boom, boom, boom.
Someone is going to explode one day. Just
He
not
takes
today.
He takes these magic missiles to the back. Anything else?
He just
Oh,
takes them.
wait a minute.
Yep, he
I
takes
just
them.
realized Hex synergizes his magic missile.
Neat.
Does it?
Oh, it says when you hit with an. Oh wait, never mind. You don't roll to. You don't make an attack with magic missile. You just do damage. Never mind. Because magic missile isn't an attack. It is just doing damage. So never mind.
Alright.
That's my turn. I'm done.
All right. Up next, Butterfly.
Hi.
The scout's now an enemy. What do?
I
She
wanna...
was right all
wait,
along.
hold up. Did you say enemy though?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, person, or whatever you are. Can I, since I moved a little closer to him, can I, inflict the wounds on him, please?
Yes. Roll to hit.
That would be a 24.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
And 14 for damage.
Boom. Just the. You just see the part where you make contact. The clothing just disintegrate, but the skin underneath seems fine-ish.
Interesting. That'll be my turn.
And now it is time for Barrow.
Well, as I'm hunched over the dire falcon or rock,
Yep, you're just like, notice this conflict erupt right next to you.
I really wanted some feathers. I'm gonna. 1, 2, 3. Now this is going to be a fun point. I
Note that you are not
believe-
currently flanking.
I know it's a shame, but I can't.
I mean, you
Because
could
this
you could just peek in right there, just like there you go.
I could work with that.
You kind of just the bird that you're working on, you shove it away and move into attack.
Mhm. Hunter's mark. After I literally just seen him take a
knife
inflict
out.
wounds
Yep.
and literally not anything. So he has to make. Let's cast it really quickly. Not recognizing. Nice. Nice. I can't. Spellcast. Joy. But it's a. Let me see here. Concentration. Oh, it's just a debuff, period.
Yeah.
He doesn't even
Worked.
have to save. It just works. Alright.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark. I deal an additional d6 per. And now, that was bonus action, right? Yes, 1 bonus action. So now for the fun part. I get 3 attacks.
All right.
That is an 18 to hit.
All right.
That is going to be a d6 plus a d6. So that's max there. Another d6. So that's 14 points of damage. Now here
Alright.
is the Dread Ambusher attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay. So this is going to be a D6 plus a D6 plus a D8 plus 4.
All right.
That's, there we go. Another D6.
Massive damage.
Another D8. So that's 9 plus 4 plus 1. That's 14 points of damage.
Boom.
And then, yes.
mighty strong
and
hit.
Then, and then extra attack. That's a 12 to hit. Will,
Yeah.
that's a 12 to hit.
Oh, that'll miss.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. And Nyquist.
Alright, after much thought and deliberation on what I should do with my turn, I have decided that I'm just gonna cast a cantrip. Poison spray, as I kinda like let out this like, I throw my hands, it's like pocket sand, but it's a ton of poison.
Poison
Cloud
sand!
that's,
Pocket poison!
Clouding around his head.
All right.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. Hutcha. Nat 20.
Ooh, duh.
That's fine. I'm gonna save my reaction as he seems to want the stone from me.
All right, and now this guy is gonna be like just
Also, I have a question.
yeah.
I know we've not introduced the new character yet.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering on that. That's all.
It'll be dependent on how this combat goes on when you'll be introduced.
Okay.
And now this guy is just going to try to dive for whatever part and whatever bag, pocket, or satchel he saw you put the stone in at town. And he's going to try to make a sleight of hand to try to perform the yoinky sploinky. But utterly fail.
Okay.
And then he is going to just... Actually, I believe you make a contested sleight of hand trigger and thing.
I don't think there's any rules for this.
Well, then we'll make up the rules. You make a contested sleight of hand.
Alright. Hey.
At least you rolled halfway decent, because he did not.
Okay.
And then, just seeing that his attempt failed, he's going to try to stab you one more time. And that'll hit.
I'm gonna shield that.
Alright. What's your AC now?
23.
Miss.
Top of the order.
Wait, isn't the shield spell only +2?
It's plus 5.
Oh,
Plus 5.
It's good.
I'm like, isn't it only +2?
No,
What is your
that would make
AC?
it way worse. No.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this guy's AC?
Percival!
Alright, Hex as a bonus action.
I
And
guess you can just remove it, right?
oh wait, yeah, I could just move it because I would still be focusing on it from the. So I'll bonus action to hex him with my previous hex that I'm still concentrating on.
Yep.
And then I will spend another spell slot to shoot them in the face with magic missile because I can't hit things at point blank. But I can make him have disadvantage on his strength checks if he decides to grapple.
Nice!
Um,
Roll
Trying
roll
to
your
steal-
missiles.
Steal it from me, so Dex might also work.
no explosion for one thing. Okay, yeah, that's max damage almost. Wow. 14 damage.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. He is starting to just show signs of wearing out, but you can't really be certain.
Okay.
And that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Butterfly.
Yes. Inflict the wounds.
All right. Since you're now flanking, you can roll 2 dice and roll 2 hit dice to see if you hit.
Oh, I can roll 2.
Yes. So just hit the button twice and
1 for 8 and 1 for 18.
all right.
And I'm guessing roll for damage now?
Yep.
Just once, I'm guessing, right?
Yep.
That'll be 23.
All right. He is just really feeling it. All right. Your turn.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I am
All
sure
right.
about that, Barrow.
Attack time. Oh boy. 2 attacks, bonus action attack. It'll be fine. This time, all with advantage.
All right.
23 to hit.
23 will hit.
D6 plus D6. That's 7 plus. So that's 8 points of damage. Now, additional roll. Nat 20.
All right.
Yep.
And then that is going to be. So that's going to be rolled max damage plus.
Max damage
Yeah,
plus
max
damage roll.
from the dice, and then you roll.
So that's going to be.
So whatever
Six-
this is.
would
plus
it add-
12.
Would it?
Yeah, it is Hunter's Mark is part of the damage, so it would
Oh.
counter that.
So it would count that.
Yep.
So that's 12 plus whatever this is.
Mhm.
Joy. 7. So that's 19 points of damage there.
All right. How would you like
And
to
now
finish this?
bonus.
Oh, don't
Oh,
forget the
oh.
Hunter's Mark damage too.
No, that's including the Hunter's Mark. So that's
Yeah,
plus
100
12.
Oh, did you roll the damage for Hunter's Mark too?
Before,
Either
yeah.
way,
By the way, that's dead. Again, another stab through the heart moment. That's all I really wanted. Gives him at least some time to sputter up what's going on.
Yep.
So sword.
this isn't over. You, master shall be returned.
Well, that's not good.
Indeed.
Do
Yeah.
any of
And
you
as he
have
fa-
that sending?
Yep. And
Go
as
ahead.
he falls to the ground, you will notice a peculiar symbol on the back of his neck. Hold on, let me grab the picture real quick, and then I'll post it in the Discord.
Do any of you still have that sending stone that Michael gave us?
I think he gave us both of them.
Oh no.
That is
Well-
true.
I'm sure they'll be very normal and understanding about this whole thing.
It's best that we leave it.
That was my
Symbol.
second thought.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go grab some feathers. You guys deliberate.
All right.
Let's see this.
That's a
Back-
symbol,
you guys-
all right.
Remember from earlier, they're kind of
it's
used to their
Registeel.
people dying in the woods.
Mm-hmm. But leaving that symbol and like, at least they can figure out that it means something,
All right,
eh?
I have posted said symbol in Le Discord in the campaign reference.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Inventory. I still need to add the beak.
All right. Also, I just put a little message to go back to the
Yeah.
first trick.
I've been going back to it after every combat.
Fair enough. But yes. Additionally, you feel like this symbol is familiar, as if you just saw it yesterday.
Hmm.
Would any of you like to roll
That's
history?
Someone who's smarter might be a good idea.
The
I'm
face
not
when
gonna-
nobody in the party
all
has.
of us
I
dumb?
I have a +2.
Oh, you're smart. You can do it.
It's
He's the
only
smartest!
because- it's only because I'm in a forest and all of my intelligence and wisdom skills get double modifiers. Wait, no, they get double proficiency. So I still
Actually-
have a +1.
Yep. However, Mr. Nyquist...
I actually have. I have proficiency in history. I have a +3 to it.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Yep, but Nyquist,
Yeah.
you would have advantage if you rolled this.
That's true.
Advantage.
All right, go for it.
I'll give it a roll with some guidance. That's history. It's it's not stellar, guys. We're gonna be real.
Hey, 18.
Nick rolls great.
19.
That's all I can say.
Nick's dice go west, and the results say yes. It was funnier in my head. Anyways, so you recognize that symbol being the same symbol that was on the chest of the robe that evil guy that was resurrected yesterday's robe had.
I think this guy's one of those guys from the new cult that formed yesterday.
New cult, if anything. His existence proves that they've been old. They've
I'll know
temp-
for now.
They're within the guard of the Elvish city, so I can only assume that they've been existing for a while, eh?
Probably.
Hey, Will, can I get my feathers?
Did you? What did you roll for that?
I didn't roll anything.
Okay,
I was just
you
gonna
may
ask
roll
if-
another medicine to try to get some feathers.
I don't get any feathers.
You think it's like plucking feathers from a chicken, right?
Yes.
It's not like plucking feathers from a chicken.
Man.
They're all just
All
too
right, I think-
broken and falling apart to be of any use.
Well,
And now
I've
you just
spent
have a
enough time.
very much desecrated giant bird.
I do enjoy the talons, though. They could be
Yeah.
used to make some great daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, or arrowheads too. Ooh. Anyways,
Yes, with that, I think it's time we move back. We can remove that and go back to the map.
Yeah.
And feel free to discuss with yourselves about what happened, because pups are being fussy.
Joy. Out of character and a quid pro quo, for most of us living in above the 40-degree, I think it's longitude mark in the world map, there is currently a geomagnetic storm that's basically giving everybody in America the ability to see the northern lights.
Ooh, I'll
Real?
have to go check that out.
Yes.
I want to go
It's-
see that.
Wait, when?
It's-
When does this happen?
It's for the rest of the weekend. But it's supposed to spike sometime
So,
around
like
Saturday
anywhere,
night.
like even like I'm in New York. Would I still be able to see it?
Yes.
That's sick.
So around the
I
height, which
never
is going to be
saw
somewhere
the mic
between
before.
Saturday night, but it's also going to affect a lot of people's internets as well as their electrical conduit system.
Oh, I
So
don't
their
care. I
current
would want to see the
electrical.
Northern Lights. I don't care if I even lose internet. I want to see the Northern Lights.
I know, but keep your electronics safe. If they're plugged into the wall, plug them. You first use a surge protector, not an extension cord, a surge protector to plug them into, because
A
there's always a possibility that the circuits could be overloaded and just completely surge into whatever device that you're using and brick it, which means break it.
I feel like I'm gonna be scared to charge my phone tomorrow night.
Just grab a surge protector and you'll be fine. But this
don't
is
Pretty sure this is a surge protector.
Most phones,
what
most
that
phone
is.
chargers have it built in as well.
they do have one, but it's not necessarily too strong.
Yeah.
What is a surge protector and what does it look like?
It
A surge
prevents-
protector looks like an extension cord, but most of the time they're rated and they're sold as surge protectors. And what they do is that they regulate the amount of electricity going in and out of the port, if you will.
All right.
Would
So-
it say it would say like surge protector on it?
Not most of the time, no. You'd have to know beforehand.
Anyway,
we are.
It's fine.
I am
I'll check
back,
my phone
so
all
we are back.
Morning and hopefully it'll
carrying on.
keep charge.
So now that you have done everything, what would you like to do now?
Probably just continue to the place we're going.
All right.
I would agree.
You march your way to town. Uneventful of anything that would seem to happen. And now you're at town. So,
Yay.
when you reach town, it'll be closer to nighttime now. So let's play the nighttime version of the song.
It was like, yeah, that's fair enough.
And as you arrive, just many people be there, and they'll just be like, will just herald you in as heroes, like, you did it, you reunited our families, you saved us, thank you, yeah. All that praise, yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Nick will definitely downplay it a lot more than a lot of the rest of the party probably, and be like, "Oh no, yeah, I just helped them out. You know, I wasn't too important. They were the real stars."
Yep.
Barrow doesn't do well in crowds. He just kind of.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Focus.
pointing a lot. I'm definitely pointing a lot of people to you intentionally as well.
Yep.
I'm trying to hide. Dark elf style. Just I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. Just awkwardly having these conversations. Like, yeah, it was. I'm gonna point them over to back to Nick. It's
Yep.
mostly his. Mostly because of him. He's just being humble.
Yeah.
And then, through all this commotion, you'll see a particular a winged fellow approach you and your crew.
Do you want me to introduce the character first to
Yes,
the crowd?
go ahead.
So you might have noticed Michael retired, but I am not leaving the campaign. I am happy to introduce Gemry Swiftwing. He is an Owlin rogue, hailing from. Let me check my background because this is not a continent I'm familiar with. He hails from Wooden Heart, which I believe is on Unvencho, the Isle of Surplus. He is a freedom fighter spurred by the murder of his wife by a goblin cult, and he is currently on mission to investigate the slave trade happening on Wookieepon, but he doesn't realize that it's kind of already over. He's looking for
Yeah, he just heard the hustle and
Just-
bustle and just is checking it
Yeah,
out.
he knows like there's an adventuring group that's been working on it, but he doesn't realize they've kind of already taken it down. He's just kind of been looking for them.
All right, and now introduce your character to the rest of them.
So you guys see Gemry walk up. He is an owlin, and he's kind of got that like barn owl look, where like he's not anything special, just kind of brown feathers. But you'll notice that he has dual rapiers on his back, which is a very odd fighting style, one you probably haven't seen before. And he comes up to you and says, "Are you guys the adventuring party that's been trying to take down the slave ring?"
You know the
Uh,
slave ring.
You're right, but
Yeah.
wrong.
I've
Right,
been
but wrong, but
investigating
wrong, but
them,
right.
but not to much success. I heard of you guys from the people you were talking about, but they couldn't really give me any direction to meet up for you. I've been looking for you for a few days now. I
Well,
was
we-
also looking to take them down.
Well, we kind of already went to and took care of the head of the operations at this continent, as far as we know.
Um, but there are possibility they're on other continents too.
Yes,
Almost
Okay.
certainly.
Well,
I've been
my
I've been
name-
tracking these individuals from Unventure. But as far as I'm aware, each continent has their own ring, if you will.
Okay, well, my name is Gemry Swiftwing, and my associates have asked me to take down the ring, and I think offering my services to your group would fall within that purview.
Well, I guess you're in for a long haul then.
I suppose we have opening.
I
I thought there were 5 of you.
well,
The
yes.
adventuring life isn't sorted out for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and it
I-
takes a while to realize that sometimes.
But also, the kid wasn't an adventurer, so
Oh, yeah, I heard
he
there
kind
were
of
attractive one from some of the girls.
we'll,
Yes,
we'll say that.
it does. That is a way to describe it.
I'd have to agree. Well,
You're quite
like I
the
said
odd
before,
crew. A
you
drow,
know what
a
people
fairy,
say.
and sir, you've got the weirdest armor I have ever seen in my life. Pointing at like Percival.
This isn't armor. This is my body.
Oh, I've heard some rumors of beings like you before. Well, I can't really say I'm normal because I'm a walking owl. But
Question.
yes.
Um,
My shirt.
did anyone send you our way?
My associates from the Freedom Fighter group that I work with, my higher ups. But they weren't really sending me necessarily your way, just I was given my first assignment to investigate and take down the slaving ring, but it seems you beat me to that on this continent.
Well, there's plenty more to choose from. That's definitely true. Do we know where the mansion or wherever the guy lived, anyways?
No, you did not find that out.
Joy. Well, I'm gonna go look for that, and then look for some more leads.
I have one more question for you guys. This isn't so much a assignment I've been given, but just a personal vendetta. You guys haven't heard rumors of like a goblin cult running around, but like not one of the stereotypical ones. This is like a new goblin cult, and they've kind of been trying to like, I don't know, bring back some dark savior.
Not another dark savior.
We
And
just
it kind of
dealt
says
with
under his
one.
breath.
A dark savior.
I don't.
Well,
We'll fill you in, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't
I'm
worry too much about it right now.
Yeah, it's kind of my side goal to take down the goblin cults. They killed my wife about 3 years back.
Well, I have no objections to that.
I'm
So
sorry
if we
for
see
your
any
loss.
goblins, I might viciously murder them.
Well, at least
Please,
you're being civil about it and telling us
if
beforehand.
if they are clearly evil, I agree with that. That is a good idea.
Yeah, like the bad ones, the ones that like usually run around singing about gods that don't exist.
And trying to stab you, yes.
Yeah.
You will not see me stopping you from
If
doing that.
nothing
Wait, you can
else,
speak Goblin?
So do you?
Um, I haven't caught your guys' names, and if we're going to be adventuring together, it might be useful to know everybody's names.
Well,
uh,
you go
Nick?
first. Wow, we are just such a socially advanced
it-
group, are we?
I already said
well,
I already said my name,
Yep,
basically.
you are
I-
Nick.
Yes.
I'm-
And go ahead.
I'm Percival.
Percival.
I'm Borrow, the Dark Elf.
Alright. And what about the Fae over there? What's her name?
Uh,
Hey,
I'm a.
my name is Butterfly.
Okay. And don't have to worry. I grew up amongst Fae and Drow. I don't believe any of the rumors. I don't think you're gonna try to steal my name or steal people's kids. Like, those are just urban
Huh?
legends. Um,
We'll go
Barrow,
with
you
that.
said you wanted to go investigate and look for something?
Yes. Well, I've been tracking this particular line of raids since Unventure. And
Oh.
led me to here.
You know, that is where my wife died, and maybe these cults are the same cult?
I hope so. That's one less Dark Savior to deal
Um,
with.
Um,
Anyways,
you
I
really-
just want to look for some more information, see what other connections this guy had to the other rings. They rarely do make trades, but if they do, it comes with a hefty price, but a lot of coin behind it.
Wait, yes, that's true. We do need to find his manor, Nick says as you kind of say that. You see eyes lit up a little bit.
out of character. I'm a little behind on what this manor is. Is this like
I
something
think it's
on
just the rich
We're just
guy's
trying to find.
house.
Yeah, we're
'Cause
just
he
trying
was
to
the
figure this
mayor
out.
here, right?
Oh, so
Uh,
it's like in town. Okay.
For someone important, I don't even remember.
Um,
I'm gonna go ask the townspeople.
Well, I might be able to help you guys with the investigation. I am quite good at finding things.
That would be very helpful.
I
Um,
would appreciate the
yeah.
help.
I received top marks in my training.
Nice.
Well, I
So
suppose let's get
wait,
to the...
so wait, is this like a resistance group that like trained you or something?
So, they did give me a bit of training. Yes. I wasn't like born and bred to be in this group, but I joined them after my
Oh
wife
yes, of
was
course.
murdered. And
You had
they're just
good
kind of-
reason.
yeah, they're just kind of all about like helping people when the government won't step in to help them. So like they've been hearing rumors about the slave ring, but I'm sure as you know, since you didn't do it with government help, that the government, not that they don't want to, they have people's best interest at heart, but bureaucracy tends to slow things down. So when things are too much of a problem and bureaucracy is get in the way, my associates and I work in the shadows.
Wait.
Like,
Okay.
we're
Does that
probably
mean you know
like,
Kisha?
sorry, what?
Does that mean you know Kisha?
Well, do I know this person?
What?
I can say for certain that you don't. I'm just name
No.
dropping.
Oh,
This is
I
a surprise too. We'll save for later.
don't know Keisha personally, but that's not to say we don't work
Nah.
for the same people.
No,
You
we
know,
don't.
things like that. People don't always know each other. Like, I
No.
specialize in stealth and espionage. Like, she's like a combat medic. Like, we might not have crossed paths. I'm not really
No.
like a
She's
solo fighter.
she was my teacher in Unventure.
Oh,
Actually, under the trees of Wooden Heart.
oh yeah. That might just be where I lived, where you lived thing. I kind of lived more amongst the Fey side of Wooden Heart.
The canopy, aye.
Yeah. I mean, I can fly, and you see me stretch out my wings and like jump into the air and do a couple spirals.
Way to rub it in my face. Anyways, I'll have to find where this guy lived. I don't
Um,
even know. Do any of you remember his name?
No,
Mr. Investigative Journalist, at least you should have read it.
it is in my notes somewhere, and then I will find this dude's name.
Which dude?
The leader of the town,
Slave trade.
who
Yeah.
was like the secret leader of the slave trade, and then he died
have
last
you
session.
thought of? He was the mayor of this town, or like a really important person, right?
Yeah.
You guys
The-
just
some-
thought
someone
to
who's just
ask,
over
like,
someone
the
who's over
tavern
a
keeper?
passerby who's just overhearing, just like, in all honesty, just that was just a facade that he had forced us to hold so that he could perform his little trade more easily.
Do you
Oh,
know where his
God.
Yeah,
house
do you know where
was?
his stuff is? That would be pretty nice.
Unfortunately, no. He just showed up one day, claimed that he was taking over the town, and then his men helped him do it.
Where were
especially that
they
old-
centralized?
Where would they sleep?
So,
Yes.
was
That
he
would-
like
that would
they
be
would
a
sleep on the highest floor of the inn, but that stuff's already been cleared out when some of the guards came back and said that it was all over.
What do you mean by cleared out? Did they like throw it into a fire or something?
Just trying to remember, just not
You know
too
what,
sure. Just
I'll go ask the guards themselves. Thank you for your information.
yes, thank you, and of course.
They said they slept on the top floors, and it sounds like they were kind of panicked. I might see if the innkeeper
You can go ask
let
the
me do
innkeeper. I'll go ask the
investigation,
guards.
see if there's anything they forgot or like anything they overlooked because they might have been in a hurry.
I wish so.
Um,
Anyways, I'll go ask the guards, see where they're keeping the
Say,
belongings.
do you
if
want to
they're
meet
keeping
back
it
at the
all.
tavern in like an hour?
Give me 2.
2 hours? Okay. I head
Alright.
towards the tavern.
Anyone want to go with the Owlin?
I'll go with them.
Or I
Alright.
can go.
Alright.
Um,
And then anyone wants to stay with me? I'm assuming it's just you and me, Nick.
I suppose that would be the case.
All right.
Alright. Time to split the party.
Ba, ba,
That's always
ba,
good.
ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. All right. So who's going where?
Me and Butterfly are going to the tavern.
All right.
Percival, I believe. Isn't that right?
Wait, what? Wait, what did you say? It was
Aren't you-
muffled.
Who's going where?
So
I was
who's going with the Owlin? Which
I was
was
going with the Owlin.
Yep. So it's going to be you 3 going to the tavern,
Uh-huh.
and then Nick and I going to the guard post.
Got it.
Let's do this.
Which way are we splitting first? Well,
We'll go to the guard post first because that'll probably be more simple.
Hey.
Good, because my roll 20 is not working anyway.
All right. So
Going.
you head to the guard post, and you just see 2 guards just kind of talking to each other. Just that so much has been happening recently. Just when me and the when me and the missus are about to go on vacation.
Oi. Guards,
hello there.
can I speak to your commanding officer?
Oh, yes. Well, actually, don't know where he. I don't know where he is immediately, but just we heard what you did, and just we're very thankful for all that you did for us.
I just want to speak to your commanding officer pertaining to the belongings of that important figure, the slave trader.
Oh,
I just want to
yes.
rummage
Well,
through, see if there's any leads that
yeah,
I can follow.
we confiscated all the stuff that they had in their rooms, but for one of them just there was barely anything, but just they're still cleaning up the room right now. It was all just horrible, horrible stuff. I.
Ugh. Well, at the
Before
very least,
before this, and I quote, Mr. Popular, we have stuff in the back right here.
yeah, do you mind fetching a commanding officer so I can see it while he's overlooking it?
Certainly, I'll go fetch him while I also go check on the dogs.
Man, those dogs are loud. What do you say, Nick? What do you think we'll find?
Hopefully something useful to us.
I'm just looking for letters. Oh, give me another place to go. Has that lady in the stone talking to you yet?
Not today.
It's been a while. Anyways, what is her name even? Has she
Nick will
given you a name?
Nick will tell you what her name is.
He's giving you guys the name. It's the same name as last time.
Yep, same name as last time.
Yep,
Do you guys forget what it was?
definitely not. I'm
Definitely
just making sure
not.
you know. Go ahead and tell me.
It's Janella Pose.
Yeah.
Janelle. That's a weird name. I haven't heard a name like that ever. Huh, weird. Oh yeah. Do you think she can take a look at the knife that I picked off of that cultist? What do you think, Nick?
It's a good question. Maybe she'll give us something.
I'd enjoy at least something.
Better than nothing.
I love that Janelle is just like our little identify spell. That's all we use her for any campaign. This
Literally.
is another use of the identify spell.
Just gotta earn her keep somehow.
So true.
Can't say it's party for free. Gotta contribute, obviously.
She's like the little. She's like the face in the original Power Rangers.
And Teletubby's son. That one made no sense.
Nope. Nope. I'm sorry,
That's
guy.
alright, though.
That was way too far reaching right there.
Whenever I
Yeah,
think of like a floating head in like media,
Oh,
I think of the
the baby son.
Teletubby son,
See,
or
I always-
Mr. Electric from Shark Boy.
Oh,
and
Shark
Lava
Boy and
Lava
Lava
Girl.
Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him killed.
You see, my image is always Zordon.
You know, that's fair. That's
Ooh.
fair. That's gonna date you, but that's fair.
I don't think I'm the oldest person here. I know Will's older than me.
I think Will's older than me too, so it's not me.
What do you mean, like old? What do you mean old? Like,
Like age.
I feel
Mhm.
like I'm the oldest.
Feel.
I have to be. There's no way you guys are older than me.
I'm 26, almost. I'm
Oh,
20.
okay. I'm 1 year older than you.
Yeah, I
That's
just
not-
turned 25, so.
Well, I turned 26 May 30th, which is the part where the boss music starts playing because medical care ceases to become a concept for me.
Oh, so relatable.
Oh yeah, medical care under the coverage of your family plan from your parents.
I
Yeah,
feel like it's so dumb. I feel like if your parents want to keep you on their insurance, they should be able to.
I think my parents can
And
if they sign up for a thing. It might cost them something, but like, I'm just gonna wind up using a there's a system for low income individuals in my area that should be able to.
Just having the people you can talk to that.
Barrow, why did it
Go ahead.
show your DM roll to us?
I have no clue, honestly. Does it work if I just do in the roll 20? That's a real good question. So if I
I'm
do
back.
it like this, GM roll 20.
Welcome back.
I have to reset my
Yeah,
entire
there we
You
go.
don't. Yeah, you don't. Okay.
Oh, I'd have to do it like that. Okay.
I
Luckily,
see the
they're both
rule.
the same.
So basically,
it-
just so the
It would
while
be
while the first one's trying to go find the supervisor, just the second guard comes out holding a trunk of just various things. It's like, all right, here's all the things we've collected for evidence and the like for the while. Sorry, it's so disorganized. It's been a
Eh.
hectic time period.
I would assume so. Anyways, you don't mind if I take a quick look, eh?
I'll just sit here and watch to make sure you don't do anything crazy with it.
Thank you, thank you. So I'll
And
just
then
start
with your
rummaging.
and then with your
It would
investigation
be a
roll,
12. It would be a
Yeah.
12.
it would be a 12. You
Mhm.
managed to find a few things, mostly just random articles of clothing and stuff. But most notably, the things that you do find don't have any gold with them.
Dang.
I would assume so.
Yeah, to be frank, just considering how long they were staying at that place, we just had to take all the money as payment for all the time he was sitting there for free.
I wouldn't expect less.
Fair enough, yeah.
Anyways, just keep on looking. That's all I'm gonna do.
How bad?
I need to look for letters. I need to look for like some sort of tangible evidence from a different continent.
But for now, just the supervisor comes back. What seems to be the commotion?
We just want to look through the slave trader stuff. See if we can't find any other leads to other
Hmm.
continents or other places
Yeah.
within this continent.
Well, for the most part, from what we've heard, just now that the leader's down, most people are just giving up and letting them all go. So while there are still definitely lots of lost people out there, that's definitely and I'm kind of thinks to himself. Actually, I'm not sure if that's better than or not, but just
It is weird
we're
that
sending out scout parties to try to help find the others, but as for non-continental stuff, we're not certain. However, and he just kind of pulls out a letter from his coat. Just, we did manage to find this, and he gives you a very old and kind of not well kept parchment letter.
joy. Let's see if I can read this. The game of which language is this begins.
It is in common,
Hey, I can read it.
but it is not the best handwriting. It's basically just a letter saying, "So I hear that you have a very profitable, basically just praising his capabilities and abilities and yada yada, and saying that there's on something called my final treasure that he needs help excavating, and together the two of them could be rich without compare. If all he has to do is come to Envencho and help him find it, and then their financial woes would be behind them." However, the sent to address on the envelope itself has been very much scratched and scratched and damaged to the point of not being able to recognize it.
So at least this was most likely the guy's collaborative efforts to another telling him about it.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what we could find out about it ourselves, but no luck so far. And he kind of sticks his hand out to take the letter back,
I hand it back to him.
nods, and puts it back in his pocket. For now, though, thank you for all of your assistance. And he gives a little polite bow.
And thank you for assisting us again. So
He nods, and
Alright.
as he leaves, he's like, "You better go enjoy that vacation coming up." Right, sir.
I like him. You feel anything weird off of him, Mr. Investigative Journalist?
I mean, not overly.
Alright, I trust your instinct. Oh, I need to go sit under a tree for an hour. All this commotion is making...
The kind of like guard who's been talking about vacation all it is like, "Hey, well, if you feel like you need a break from all this, just me and the missus are going to be going to Hearthhome. There's a special festival going on within the coming week."
A festival, you say? What do they celebrate over there?
Well,
At
they
this time of year?
Well, they celebrate they celebrate and thank the magical relic fountain in the center of town that helps provide both fertility and beauty to the entirety of the town. It's quite a beautiful
relic,
event.
you say?
Yeah.
Well, I
I'll
might
just-
have to take you up on that.
I'll just message you and be like, so the cult is totally going to attack during that festival, right?
I'll wait to respond for now, but I'll just tell the guard. Oh, I might take you up on that. Can I find you here around this time tomorrow? Or are you going to be leaving in the morning?
Not sure when, but whenever the missus is ready, we're going to be taking a little boat tour to the continent of Elboros so that we can make our way to the festival in time.
Well, it sounds...
Perhaps if you're ready by then, maybe we could provide you a ride for all you've done for us.
I would love that. I'll have to get the rest of my crew, the rest of my party on board, but I'm sure that they'd love the idea of a little vacation after what we just went through. So, why don't we talk more about this tomorrow?
Splendid. I hope to keep in touch with you.
Aye. And Burrow will just walk away, kind of like dragging Nick along.
Yep, I mean, I'll go along. I know we're leaving.
They're most definitely going to attack during that. Personal vendetta, saving people. Personal vendetta, saving people. This is a very
Meanwhile, at the inn, Percival, Gimri, and Butterfly all make their way there. And what do you do?
Well, first I'm going to be journaling all that's been happening as of late.
Sounds good.
Gamry will probably look over while they're walking over and be like, "So if I'm gonna be asking this guy some questions, I might need to know a little bit more about what happened. Can you tell me about this guy that they seem to want to investigate? What's his deal?"
Wait, was this you talking to me?
Yes.
Like both of you.
Well... So... Let me get you up to speed. So, there was a guy who hired us to find an artifact. We find the artifact. We also find out this man isn't trustworthy, so we hide the artifact from him. And then, eventually we find out that he's part of some group trying to awaken a dark force and dies to said dark force, and now we're in the aftermath of that.
And you're trying to find out more about this guy to see if you can find something out about the Dark Force.
Yeah, we're trying to hopefully find out enough that we can reasonably deal with this situation.
Well, hopefully the innkeeper will let me go look at those top 2 rooms, and if not, I can always break in. And I guess we just head over, right?
Yeah, we may as well.
Guess we head over.
Excellent. At the inn, you will find just on the ground floor, just everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. This time, seemingly more so than originally when back when this whole thing started. A lot busier than it was last time.
Is going to walk over to like the kind of counter where the tavern keeper or one of his employees would probably be working, and because he's like the size of a small child, he kind of has to like float up onto a chair so that he can look like eye to eye over the bar counter.
Yep.
And he's gonna say, "Why, hello there. Is it the tavern keeper or his daughter?"
Tavern keeper.
"Why, hello there. I was wondering if you might be willing to help my traveling companions and I in a little investigation on the former, so I've been told, quote, forced ruler of this little town."
Really? Well, who's asking?
My name is Gemry Swiftwing, and I have
Alright.
recently just joined the group of adventurers who were taking down the slave ring. From what I understand, they might have helped you out a couple of days to a week ago.
Looks up and notices, looks up a little more and notices Percival and Butterfly behind you. Or at least the side of your son. It's like, kind of asks you, is he with you?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, he's with us.
how can I help you?
Told that this man and his associates were habitating on the top floor and they kind of like hastily cleared their stuff out. Would you mind if I go take a look and see if maybe they forgot something or there's any clues that could tell me something that like isn't obvious to the untrained
Oh yes,
eye?
for sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm assuming the rooms are locked though.
Oh right, let me get you that key.
Thank you.
And while they're rummaging it around in the back, you hear some noisy patrons behind you. It's like, oh yeah, this is we should definitely, now that everything's over, we should definitely go to that one place and raid it for that special treasure, you know? And then the guy's like, just shh, not so loud. You need to stop being so. You stop drinking so much.
I am going to look over to Percival and say, "Can you get the key? There's something I need to do."
Oh, the key to the room?
Yeah, when he comes back up after he's done finding it, I heard something, and I think it's time for me to melt into the shadows of the rafters.
Ah, okay.
Please don't disturb anything. We probably have 90-ish more minutes before Barrow's gonna be here. That's more than enough time for me to investigate and figure out this. And I am going to try to stealth into the rafters to see if I can eavesdrop on these people a little more.
Feel free to roll stealth.
Yep. Great first roll.
Very nice. First roll's very nice. But yeah, you
And-
are easily able to just like do that wing boost jump whatever and get into the rafters and very stealthily climb over to up top the table of where the two are talking.
And I just kind of want to listen in because like they're
Yep.
drunk and loud. See
All
if
right,
like
so what is this plan you were speaking of? Oh, you know, just way long ago, there was this rich family who made their fortune off of this special thing is called rumor gather. Yeah, the rumor gatherer. Huh. And how would that help us at all? Well, the rumor gatherer, it was what they used to get their fortune. It just gathers any and all rumors that just are even some that are just not even on the continent you're on, and just helps display the few most important ones based on your thoughts, such as, well, getting rich. It just tells you everything you need to know about it, and they just use those juicy tidbits to get ahead of the game on everyone else, and that's how they got super rich. But nowadays, it's just an abandoned mansion in the middle of Sphere, so you and I, we should go and get that. And if it's such a good thing, why has no one else gotten it yet? Because they're all scared by the rumors, and the rumors just, oh, it's a spooky mansion, and he just and the partner just kind of pats on the back. Take your time. And they if you go in, you'll never return. So just clearly, it's gonna be easy pickings for us two to just go in there and get it. Because ghost stories like that, they're just a bunch of hogwash. I think you need to rethink your plan while you're sober.
well,
And he just kind of calls over calls over a waiter. We'll have our check.
well, I very much appreciate you acting them out drunk,
Yep.
but since I am not out of character familiar with all of the islands, is this Sphere the windswept savannah?
Yes.
Thank you.
You feel like you've gotten all the information that'll be handy out of them.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was typing the right thing
Words.
out because I know
Yep.
Gamry would be familiar, but Mr. Hello is not familiar.
Yep.
And so I will just kind of like drop back down to Percival and Butterfly.
They already have the key.
Okay, guys. Well, I got some interesting information, but I will fill you in with everyone else as to maximize our time to investigate. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
And then they make your way upstairs to the room. There are two rooms. One that was being used by the boss man, and the other being used by the shady man.
What's the difference between the boss man is the guy who gave him the class, and who's the shady man?
The shady man was the cloaked figure who you fought at the end of last session.
Oh, he's the guy that got like revived?
No, the guy who got, and basically, if you remember, there were two big figures. The man who originally hired you guys to get the relic for him, and also
Boss
it was and the other guy who had a cloak on and just was basically very willing to follow the revived guy's orders.
Oh, okay. I know Gamry doesn't know who it is, but
Yeah,
I know who it
Gemry
is
doesn't.
now.
Gemry's player knows, but Gemry does not.
Well, You guys seemed interested in this boss guy, so maybe we should investigate his room first.
All right, so feel free to. And as you enter the room, you notice that it is one of the quote royal suites, and that it is basically the expensive room that is used to I mean, get a pleasure any pricey patrons with a very fancy room with accommodations that other rooms do not have.
Okay. So we know that, like, they got the bulk of the stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna be seeing, like, can I find any hidden panels, that type of stuff,
Yeah,
where they might have hid something and forgotten to take it out.
Fair enough. Feel free to roll investigation.
That's a 24.
All right. So, you are able. You are killing it right now, but you managed to find a. In a hidden. You've managed to find hidden underneath one of the drawers a kind of little booklet of sorts that you recognize to be an official identification card of a resident of Imperitech.
Find an identification.
It almost looks like a modern day passport kind of thing.
Got it. So it's like a traveling license.
Yep. And quick little history note: you always remember that Imperitech is in the center of a series of mountainous section on Verkana, which is a land which has been deprived of most of its resources, and Imperitech itself is in the center of it all, where it is a very futuristically advanced technologically advanced town that most have shunned because of the implications and tools that were used during the Great Cataclysmic War.
But I'm assuming this just has the name we already know on it.
Yes.
Well,
Which I forget, and I think I might have said it in session 1.
Yeah, I can probably look later in my old notes, but guys, it's an Imperitech identification card, so it lets us know that he had some allegiance to Imperitech, but it doesn't give us like any information, like an actual name. Appears maybe he's not working under an alias. Maybe we should go investigate that other room.
Okay.
All right, and you head to the other room. Inside, you'll notice just a single guard just kind of mopping and muttering to himself, and you just see it does not look pretty. Just like, it looks as if a murder happened in there. Maybe a murder did happen in there. Just
hello,
blood
sir?
splatters everywhere. Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name's Gamry Swiftwing. I'm working with the adventuring group who took down the slave ring on this continent. The tavern keeper gave me permission to be up here. We're looking for some clues to see if there might be like information about other rings on other continents.
Well,
what happened here? That looks like a dead body in blood.
That? He kind of looks at the bag. I see why that looked like a dead body. Kind of just opens it up. It's just a bunch of very bloody rags that I've been trying to clean up this room. You would not believe how messy it was when we first came in here.
So, was
somebody
there
murdered
like
a
a crime?
Was that?
Was
there
there like
a murder?
Oh no! Just this was the room that the guy who was companioning the guy nobody likes anymore. That's his room. We were dealing with him, When we just thought it was a regular old room, and we were just told not to go in. But then when we first entered, ugh, it was very disgusting. Just animal blood everywhere, multiple animal carcasses, weird drawings, just not pretty any of it. So I am
Was-
just cleaning
You
it
guys
up.
Happen to
So-
record any of those drawings?
Oh, I, I don't know. Maybe someone did. I'm just here to. This is when me cleaning up today is my first time seeing this room, and I was told it was way worse earlier. So I'm just trying to make it look presentable, you know. All I know is that someone said it was blasphemous or something. So
Ah,
Got it. So like some type of cultish marks.
yeah,
Um,
one of them was even an eye. Ugh.
an
Apparently,
eye.
an eye.
Ugh.
I didn't see it myself, but just the thought of someone just drawing an eye. Well, I mean, if it's just a dot with a weird oval thing around it, maybe not as bad. But like, no, wait, with blood, no, that's still definitely bad.
If I were to not touch the ground, would you mind if I took a quick look around?
I mean, I'm touching the ground, so I don't really mind either way.
I just prefer
And he just
not
continues
to get
mopping
blood
and
on
muttering
me.
to himself.
I float up like right off the ground, like high enough that I'm not
Yep.
touching the ground, but low enough that I'm not like
Yeah, you're flying just above the
Hovering.
ground
I'm hovering.
by
And I
flapping
just
your wings.
kind of do the same thing, like gonna look around and see if
One
there's,
more
like, any-
investigation.
Yes. Oh, luck, don't fail me now. Not one.
Unfortunately, most of it has already been cleaned up, so you can't really tell if there is anything of note in here. However, you do hear under the guard's breath just muttering something about goblin attacks and what is this world coming to and something something.
Did you say goblin attacks?
Oh, I heard report that just someone just came and just escaped the someone just came to this island today because this continent today because over on Durkana apparently what once was a neutral party of goblins has started raiding the nearby town for supplies. Something about pleasing their king and something, and using some kind of power to do so. I don't know too much about it, but just as soon as when one problem's solved with you guys taking down the ring, just all of a sudden on another right neighboring this continent, we just hear stories of peaceful goblins going war hungry.
Did you happen to hear, like, if they were trying to raise a dark savior?
No, but with nothing about Dark Savior, just raiding for resources and stuff. Though
like
with
your
everything that's been
standard-
happening recently, I wouldn't be surprised.
Your standard goblin cult, probably.
I guess?
Well, thank you, sir. You have been most helpful.
Of course. I hear that someone's sending a shipment on someone, I hear that we're going to be sending out a platoon of guards to check out the situation more properly so we can report it. But
Okay.
it'll be shipping out sometime tomorrow.
Got it. Sounds like you guys have that underhand. Well, I thank you and wish you the best of luck on cleaning up this animal blood.
Thanks. And he just kind of just continues muttering to himself as he mops.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna get anything more. Is there anything you guys want to do up here?
I got nothing.
Yeah, maybe we should go back downstairs. It's probably about time to meet up with Borrow and Nick.
Alright, as you go downstairs, Borrow and Nick will be entering the building, right? As you enter the little main waiting room. Right,
What do you mean I can't sit down under a tree for an hour? Oh, hey
Feel free to
guys.
discuss between yourselves. I need to go check on the pups again. Be right back.
Yeah, so who wants to go first? We
I
got
guess
some information.
I guess we will, because we barely got anything. We got a letter that basically just it does confirm the correspondence between our mystery man and the rich man, but there's no send date, there's no address on the letters whatsoever, and it seemed relatively old as well. So unfortunately, we basically were unable to get any information on that front. However, one of the guards mentioned that in Hearthhome, there's a festival coming up that's in celebration of a relic.
And what is the importance of these relics, might I ask?
We'll fill you in later, but
Okay.
there's a very high likelihood that there would be some cult activities surrounding that relic.
And we're talking about, like, the
We're talking
legendary
about
relics, right?
Yes, we're talking about those. It seems like these cultists are looking for a very, very specific, all the legendary relics that we've heard in the tales from our childhoods, in addition to a bunch of others.
Others? Like, how many others?
Good question. So, as far as I'm aware, there is a rather large possibility that we would need to be at this celebration in order to try and prevent any sort of happenings, to say the least.
Got it. Well, that changes the information I got.
Slightly, I would assume.
Um, yeah. Don't know how many relics there are, but I might have news of some others.
Well, lay it on us.
So, I heard some drunks talking, so did my best to translate everything they were saying.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's this treasure on Sphere. Something about a family making money, getting
Mm,
gold. This item called the Rumor Gatherer that they used to make that fortune. And it, like, collects rumors pertaining to what you're thinking about it. And it's supposedly in this abandoned mansion, and it's kind of creepy. Like, people go in and never return. And the one guy was talking about going, but the other guy was like, dude, you're drunk. We'll talk about it in the morning when you've got a right head on you. Like, we're not gonna make it out. It's like, that might be something worth to note if we're looking for these relics. Like, I'm sure if we heard about this, that maybe the cult might hear about it, but it doesn't seem like that's a pressing one because it's naturally protected. And then that guy you said was the slave trader, I found a Puretech identification card, but it matched the name you guys had used for him, so that seems
Joy.
mostly like a dead end, but he is somehow affiliated with Impuretech.
Hmm.
But if he's like part of this dark cult, then that doesn't surprise me at all, given their history.
Yeah, you're right about
And
that.
then I didn't get much from the other room they were using. There was a guard cleaning up animal blood, but like they'd kind of already smeared the blood, and apparently it was used to make like blasphemous marks. So probably just your standard cult stuff. But he did mention on Verkana that goblins are raiding a town for supplies to please their king by using this weird power, and that they're sending guards tomorrow to like get more information.
All right.
But it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like,
All right.
it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. But it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of sounds like your standard goblin cult. Like, it just kind of He hadn't
Standard
heard any
by that.
rumors of like a dark savior, so I don't think it's the goblin cult I'm looking for.
So it sounds like there are multiple options that you can take tomorrow.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
like this heart home place is pretty pressing, guys. Like
It is the most time sensitive.
they're gonna have a relic out in the
Absolutely.
open.
From what little I remember from Hearthhome and the stories I've been told, apparently the relic is supposed to deal with youth and vitality, keeping.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Um,
I
well,
don't remember much.
since I've traveled to every continent as part of my training, would I know anything about Hearthhome?
Hearthhome is a town that is known as the Town of Beauty. It is a small town. I mean, it is a pretty, actually, more than a small town. It is a. It is part of the Elboros, a very nice, tranquil place where nothing too much bad ever happens, and it is a pretty calm isle, all things considered. And the town, and in Hearthhome, a mix of magic and suitable soil has helped to make this place of a veritable paradise for flowers and some produce alike. It is a very It is a very nice place that has a lot of flower and others item export. Ah, yes, it's the level 1 JRPG zone. Got it. And this is a nice little place where just it is blessed especially by its relic fountain to just be given a lot of, and to intensify the beauty and fertility of the land. If you're in the area, you are sure to be for a treat if you visit this, quote, beacon of beauty in the middle of nowhere.
So
And then we're gonna steal it, and it's all gonna go to crap.
I've been there before on business, and from what I remember, it's a pretty peaceful continent as a whole. And Hearthhome's the town of beauty. There's some good soil with the dash of magic, so like lots of pretty flowers and some produce. And that fountain, it intensifies beauty and fertility, which is probably the magic dashed into the soil, but they don't want you to know that.
Don't die at me.
I don't want you to know that. Indeed.
So we've got a couple hours before we probably need to turn in, right? Well, is it like dark, or just like the start of night? Like
At this point, I'd say it's like almost to the point of dark.
would I be able to find any contacts on this island from my associates, since they're on all the islands, or would they probably more like in the capital?
They'd probably be in more in in the capitals of the plate of each island, a continent.
Got it. Is there like a message board in the tavern?
What kind of message board?
Like one where I can just kind of like tack something up on there.
Oh yeah, sure.
And most of the kits have like some type of paper.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna write a message in like the Thieves' Cant scrawling language. That says, "It's Gemre. If you see this, I found information pertaining to the slave ring. Heading to Hearthhome with contact group."
All right. So the party has decided to make Hearthhome their next destination.
Yes, we have.
And with that, I think that's a good point to end the session.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I would say that was a very good session. And I think that next time on Deithrulia, our party shall make their way over to their destination in hopes of finding a relic. And more.
This is Elberos, or is this Elberos?
Elboros is the continent that looks
It's
like
this
that's
one.
shaped like an elbow.
alright, I'm going
It's
to
one of the
go
curly
and
ones.
Get ready for bed then, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun times were had.
Uh,
But yeah, before we head
I
out, thank you
agree.
all so much for tuning in. If you want to support me outside the stream, I have a Twitter and Discord, great places to be. Number one way to support your favorite streamer is to follow and subscribe if you can. Additionally, I'll be back on Monday, most likely, for some more Octopath Traveler 2. It's going to be a grand old time here. But yes. Let's find somebody to raid before we end this stream. Looking at our options. If anybody in chat has a good suggestion for someone to raid, do let me know. Otherwise, I'll try to find someone who would be a good.
I might have someone. I don't know.
Alright. Taking a look. Seeing who's live with what. Friend streamer of mine is live right now. Let's go raid them. We're gonna raid Fairy.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Alright, catch you later.
Same.
Au revoir. We're gonna raid Fairy Logic. They're playing Honkai Star Rail currently. And it's gonna be a fun time. They're a super cool person. Should definitely check them out.
Ooh,
And-
Honkai.
Honkai, yeah.
Somebody's favorite game.
Yes. And until next time, friends, farewell!
Well,